It has been a fantastic couple, weeks for music. For me specifically, yo, what's up and welcome back. It's back, of course, Angel's Reach as always. I'm Angel, and I filmed this directly after uh, another video that I don't know if I released yet, but I was talking about bacon, egg, and cheeses, specifically the inconsistencies of them in my past. But when I was doing that, I went into my notes and I realized that I took a couple notes on some songs that I listened to and I rated them. And I realized I've been listening to way more music and I haven't been talking about it. I've sort of just been listening to it. So I kind of just, I also realized I don't have that much space on my phone left. So I've got to delete a lot of songs, a lot of music. And so I'm going back into my old stuff and seeing what I'm like keeping and what I'm not, what's not making the cut, what's leaving. And like, I really have to like handpick which songs stay and which ones don't because it is really hard to just like keep interludes and like keep tracks that make sense with the album but like I don't really go back to and listen to, like specifically when I was talking about Piss in the Wind and stuff. A lot of the or like there were some tracks on that album that definitely felt more so like they catered to the album experience, like they were a little bit more atmospheric and were less so of statement pieces on their own, like more so accompanying the album, less so of a piece themselves. You know what I mean? Like some songs were like made, and then like I feel like the album was made around it, and other times like I feel like artists may make songs for an album. You know what I mean? And so I'm a bigger fan of like an album surrounding work rather than work surrounding an album, if that makes sense. But I don't want to get too into the details. But when I was listening to Joji's Piss in the Wind, it really got me thinking like I have to really pick out which songs I want. But it also made me go back into and listen to Nectar again. Like I'm a really big fan of Nectar. When it first came out, I was a bit hesitant to it because I was like, it sounds a little bit too polished. I mean, it sounds like dark and very like sad and Joji like, but also like highly like produced and just like polished. Felt kind of weird for Joji because he seemed like such an like underground sort of like quiet DIY um artist. And then when he started releasing like more commercially like pop adjacent tracks, I was like, oh dang, this is really gonna go in a nice like songwriting place where like he can resonate with a lot of people and gather like a really good audience, like definitely people who like songwriting songs and stuff. Like he can definitely cater to them. So but I did not like Nectar too much on my first listen, and like aside from like a couple songs and going through an insane breakup at the time, I was like only a couple songs really stuck with me. But now I go back and listen to it and like I have a good time with like all the songs. Like I specifically wasn't a fan of like Modus and TikTok, and then I go back and like listen to them and like I have so much fun. I remember Nitrous was weird for me, like the beat was weird, and now like I freestyle to it all the time. And yeah, I didn't know about Benet um in 2020, but now I do, and she's a fantastic Australian artist, really great vocals. I'm such a loser. Okay, and Yachty on Pretty Boy. I mean, I was always a fan of like Pretty Boy, and like when that music video came out and Fuck the Club, I was like, oh man, I hope Fuck the Club comes out, and I hope it's in the direction of like that darker sort of grittier stuff. And I didn't appreciate Yachty as a writer either. Like granted on this song he's not doing much of like introspective talk or an era like talking to shit for real, but he's like a really nice like fun addition to any track he's on, honestly. That track Millionaire by Concrete Boys and stuff that came out too is so fire. I gotta listen to that a little bit more. But yeah, let's going back to Nectar, I'm appreciating a little bit more, and Piss in the Wind is also still in my rotation, a fantastic set of songs. And speaking on the heavier, sort of darker, moodier music, I've also listened to Koi no Yokin. Now, Koi no Yokin is Deftones 2012 hard rock album. It is definitely grungier, darker, angstier, moodier, but also like it's heavy like rock, very much so guitar driven, riffy. Drums are insane. The vocals are just like haunting and longing, and just I mean, like insane. I mean, it's a fucking insane experience. I think you should definitely listen to it. The story between me and Deftones is I listened to Around the Fur not too long ago, specifically because I kept seeing people do like that sort of face to the camera at the point five, you know what I mean? Like the girls would do that. And I was like, what are they like referencing? And then I like looked up like the fisheye angle, like the point five lens or whatever. And it's like, oh, it's like one of the things that it's known for is like the Deftones Around the Fur album cover, and it's like that the girl's face like that, and I was like, oh, that's funny. That's a funny little reference, and so I would try to catch that whenever people do fisheye, and whenever I would see like a fisheye lens and imagine it might be a reference to the Deftones Around the Fur album. But I listened to that album, I really digged it, specifically like the melodies in it. I loved. I'm a big fan of like melodic songs over like well written songs. I mean, obviously, in a perfect world, best of both situation. You know what I mean? A well written song that is catchy. But honestly, like I'm a bigger like fan of like melodic catchier stuff. Like I just love like a catchy tune. I love whistling something. I love a line that won't get out of my head. You know what I mean? I get out of bed and get dressed, okay? I think about ways I can fuck up your friends. A sign I never confessed, okay? God got me to protect. Oh, wait. God got me to protect, okay? Mama, I paid off the debt, okay? Oh, my God. Baby Keem on the What's Next freestyle. Oh, wait, no. Baby Keem on the What's Next freestyle. Yeah, Drake. Oh my God, check out that verse. But like I was saying, I checked out Deftones Around the Fur. And I was a big fan of it. And then I also heard Entombed on a TikTok sound not too long ago, and I was like, "Oh, this is a really really good melody, like and like haunting, like instrumental. Like this is so up my alley. This is so nice. This is a nice little corner of rock that I found myself in, and I was like, this is really dope. And so I saw the album that it was in, and I was like, oh, this is Deftones. This is Koi no Yokin. I was like, I might listen to it. And then at the shop I work at, one of the upstairs, one of the people that lives upstairs in the apartments, came down and we were just discussing music, and he was talking to me about blues and piano jazz and stuff. And then he was also talking about Deftones and stuff. And he told me I think he told me that I would really dig Around the Fur, and that was also another reason why I checked it out. Like I prolonged it, and he was like, "You'll like dig like Around the Fur or like some of the other stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll check it out for sure." And then I think I did go to check out Around the Fur, but I also saw Koi no Yokin because I don't know if I had seen the Entombed audio at the time, but I also think just like the album cover was like super sick. I don't know if you can super see it that well, but I mean it's backwards too, but whatever. Yeah, Koi no Yokin. If you're like a rock fan, if you like harder sort of stuff, grungier, angstier, darker, sort of moodier, but like also hard rock riffs, guitars, that sort of thing. Koi no Yokin is a fantastic experience. I mean, I think I'm always trying to expand my music taste, listen to more stuff, etc., etc. And this was definitely something I needed. Like I wanted something, I needed to have something like darker and maybe even kind of challenging in a way, like riling me up. Yeah. I really liked listening to this. I was on my way to work, and it was a really ironically enough, it was a really beautiful, like sunny day, and I was listening to this hard, like rock and dark, and I was like, man, this is a really, a really conflicting um, set of circumstances right now. Brent Faiyaz also recently dropped Icon, which he has been teasing for a while. Butterflies is a beautiful song, and Other Side is a fantastic, like disco funkier track that I just can't get enough of. Brent Faiyaz's beautiful voice. I think I haven't heard about him since like Fuck the World, I think, where it's that album cover like where it's all like all white and it's just him sitting down with his like legs up and stuff. So like that's super dope. But that I was excited for that because like I'm always like an R&B cut sort of dude that just loves when a man croons, you know what I mean? Hey, Forgive me for loving when a man croons. You know what I mean? You got me. You got me. Frank, come back. Frank. Yo, I had a regular tell me, Cheyenne, if you're watching this, tell me that I heard talks of Frank coming back. I was like, why are you saying that, man? Why are you getting my hopes up? Like, why would you say? Okay, anyways, Brent Faiyaz, Icon, specifically both Butterflies and Other Side, both two cuts I like. Speaking of Don Tolliver's album Octane, I think I spoke on it on another video. I don't know if I released it, but my friend Issa, shout out, bro, he told me that he listened to Octane, so I went to go and listen to it, and there's just a lot of catchy stuff. I mean, Don Tolliver really knows what he's talking about. Body went popular for a good reason. The Rock Your Body sample is insane, and I mean, he just does it again. You know what I mean? Ever since Astro World, he's sort of been on a run. You know what I mean? Travis, you got yourself a good one. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna re-listen to it right now. I've been playing a lot of Mugenics. I've just been playing a lot of Mugenics and Binding of Isaac. I've been playing a fair amount of roguelikes, honestly. I've just been having a lot of fun replaying stuff after I get done from work, and even on my days off. You know, rip the cart I'm Hulk. Like I'm the Hulk on a Mario Kart track. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna re-listen to Octane while I'm playing some Eugenics. That might not be the right vibe, but I'm all about contradicting vibes, trying to make myself as unique as possible. Now, two more projects I want to get into just before I finish this off. Actually, two projects and like some individual things. Actually, let me get into two individual tracks first. Um, Light Above by Caleb D. I don't think you can see it that well. Whatever. Light Above by Caleb D. Really, really like emotional, just sort of track. Real. I'm remembering that right. Hold on. We're gonna listen to it live. Don't copyright me. Wait. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more victorious than sad, but definitely like an alternative rush of sounds that I like enjoyed a lot. And then uh where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, okay. Nebiu. Nebiu. Oh, you can't really see it, but he released a single called Magic, and it kind of makes me upset because he released a sped up version that's at the same time, so he didn't really speed it up. What he meant is pitched up vocals because he pitched up the vocals, and usually when you speed up something, it pitches up the vocals because naturally that's what happens. But yeah, aside from that, I like both the sped up and the regular version. But his song Magic, I really recommend listening to it. I had it on repeat while I was shoveling snow the other day. It was like it's just a really nicer introspective track. Oh dang, I'm getting cold. Give me one. I think I'm gonna call it there.